Hey everyone, and welcome back to the podcast de Philippe. You know, we love to do deep dives into all sorts of fascinating topics, and today we're tackling a big one, AI in academics.
It's a hot topic for
Uh,
sure, especially now in 2025 with all these incredible AI tools popping up.
It feels like every day there's a new tool promising to revolutionize the way we do research, write papers, and even analyze data.
Ah.
So today we're going to break it all down.
We're going to explore the tools that are really making a difference for academics right now. Not just the names, but how they work, what they can do, and who they're best suited for.
So if you're ready to supercharge your academic workflow, then buckle up because this deep dive is for you. We'll be looking at tools like Elicit, SciSpace, Consensus, Litmaps, Research Rabbit, and even tools for reading, summarizing, and discussing tons of papers all at once.
It's a lot to cover, but it's all about giving you the insights you need to navigate this new world of AI and academia.
Okay, let's start with something that I think pretty much every academic struggles with: searching for academic literature.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about it. It can feel like trying to find a needle in a haystack, right? You spend hours sifting through search results trying to find the most relevant papers.
And then you have to actually read those papers, which can be super dense and time-consuming.
But AI is changing the game here. It's making that haystack a whole lot smaller and easier to navigate.
Absolutely. One tool that's really impressed me is Elicit. It's not just a search engine, it's more like having a research assistant who can summarize and pull data from millions of articles.
So instead of just getting a list of papers, you can actually ask Elicit a complex research question.
Exactly. And it'll give you back a table summarizing the top papers, the key insights, and even let you dig deeper into specific aspects of the research.
That would have saved me so much time in grad school.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's a game changer for anyone who needs to get up to speed on a topic quickly.
But Elicit isn't the only tool shaking things up. We've also got SciSpace, which is interesting because it goes beyond just searching. It actually helps you read and summarize papers, too.
It's true. SciSpace can pull out the key information from those dense academic papers and even give you summaries in different formats. So you could get like a quick podcast-style summary of a paper.
Exactly. You can listen to it while you're on the go or working out. It's perfect for staying up to date on the latest research without having to spend hours reading.
I love that. And if you need even quicker answers, there's Consensus, which can actually analyze the scientific literature and give you a yes or no answer to a specific research question.
I've been playing around with Consensus, and it's pretty impressive. It's like having a team of experts at your fingertips.
Instead of trying to figure out if the research supports a certain claim, you can just ask Consensus.
And it'll tell you what the research says, giving you a percentage breakdown of how much agreement there is among the studies.
That's really useful for validating ideas or quickly checking the evidence for a claim.
Especially when you're writing a paper or preparing for a presentation.
Now, of course, we can't forget about the OG of academic search, Google Scholar. It might not have all the fancy AI features of these newer tools.
But it's still a valuable resource with a massive database and a familiar interface.
It's a classic for a reason.
And it shows that even as AI evolves, having a strong foundation is still key.
So we've talked about searching for individual papers, but what about getting a bigger picture view of the research landscape?
That's where tools like Litmaps come in. Litmaps lets you visualize the connections between papers and see those all-important citation networks.
It's like creating a map of your research area.
Exactly. You can see the key influencers, the major works, and even identify gaps in the research.
That's so valuable for understanding the evolution of ideas and finding new research directions.
And if you want to dive deeper into specific topics or authors, there's Research Rabbit. It gives you personalized recommendations and visualizations.
So you could use it to choice the development of a specific theory or see how a researcher's work has influenced the field.
It's like having a curated guide through the vast world of academic research.
This is all amazing, but we've only scratched the surface. We still need to talk about tools for reading and making sense of all those papers.
I know, right? It's one thing to find the research, but another to actually digest it and extract the key information.
And that's where things get even more interesting with AI, because there are tools that can help you do just that.
Like I mentioned before, SciSpace has this incredible feature called Chat with Paper.
I've been hearing a lot about that one. Tell me more.
So imagine you're reading a paper and have a specific question about a finding or a methodology.
Yeah, that happens to me all the time.
Well, with Chat with Paper, you can actually ask the AI those questions directly.
No way. So you don't have to wade through pages of text to find the answer.
And it can even generate AI summaries of multiple papers. So you can quickly get the gist of a whole bunch of research all at once.
That's incredible. It's like having a personal research assistant, who can summarize and explain things to you.
Exactly. It makes research so much more efficient and accessible.
This is all so exciting. It feels like AI is really transforming every aspect of academic work.
It is, and it's only going to get more powerful and sophisticated from here.
I can't wait to see what the future holds for AI in academia. But for now, we've covered a lot of ground in this first part of our deep dive.
We've explored some amazing tools for searching and reading academic literature.
But there's so much more to come. We'll be back after a short break to dive into AI tools for writing data analysis and even more.
So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with part 2 of this AI and academics deep dive.
And don't forget to subscribe to Le Podcast de Philippe on YouTube for more fascinating deep dives into all sorts of topics that matter. Welcome back to Le Podcast de Philippe. Before the break, we were talking about how AI is transforming research, and now we're diving into AI-powered writing tools.
This is where things get really interesting because writing is often the most challenging part of research.
It's true, staring at a blank page can be daunting.
But AI is changing the game here with tools that can help you brainstorm, outline, write, and even edit your work.
One tool that's been making waves is ChatGPT Canvas, right?
Yes, ChatGPT Canvas is an upgraded version of ChatGPT with an interactive canvas for outlining and writing.
So you can start with a basic structure and then use the AI to help you flesh out your ideas.
Exactly. You can even ask the AI to expand on specific points or provide more evidence for your arguments.
It's like having a brainstorming partner and a writing assistant all in one.
Exactly. And for those who want a tool that's specifically designed for academic writing, there's Julius AI.
Ooh, Julius AI. What's special about that one?
Well, Julius AI is amazing. It offers contextual suggestions and improvements to make your writing stronger and clearer.
So it's not just about catching typos and grammatical errors.
No, it goes deeper than that. It can help you refine your arguments, improve your sentence structure, and even suggest relevant citations from your library.
So it's like having a personal editor who understands the nuances of academic writing.
Exactly. And another tool that's worth checking out is Jasper AI. It's gained popularity for its multilingual capabilities, which is huge for thesis writing.
So if you're writing in a language other than English, Jasper AI can be a lifesaver.
It can also help you maintain a formal academic tone, which is so important in scholarly writing.
Okay, so we've got tools that can help us write, but what about data analysis?
Oh, AI is making big strides in data analysis too. One tool that I'm really excited about is Julius AI.
Julius AI. I haven't heard of that one. Tell me more.
Think of Julius AI as your personal data analyst. You can upload your data and use it to explore patterns, generate visualizations, and extract key insights.
So instead of spending hours manually analyzing spreadsheets, you can have Julius AI do the heavy lifting.
Precisely. You can ask it questions like, show me the trends in this data, and it'll generate a graph highlighting the key findings.
It's impressive. It would save so much time and effort.
Exactly. And for researchers working with sensitive data, there's DataLine.
DataLine, what's that one all about?
DataLine is all about privacy. It lets you analyze your data locally on your computer so you don't have to upload it to the cloud.
That's a big deal for researchers who are working with confidential or proprietary information.
Exactly. It gives you the power of AI analysis without compromising on data security.
It's incredible to see how AI is evolving to meet the specific needs of researchers.
Absolutely. It's an exciting time to be working in academia with all these powerful tools at our disposal.
Okay, so we've covered tools for writing and data analysis, but there's one more area we need to explore.
And that is
The tools that can help us read and make sense of multiple papers at once.
Oh, yes. This is where AI can really shine because it can help us synthesize information from a ton of sources.
One tool that I've been hearing a lot about is NotebookLM from Google Labs.
NotebookLM is like having a super-powered research assistant. It can handle up to 50 sources at once.
50? That's a lot of papers.
I know, right? You can feed it articles, Google Drive links, and even your own notes.
And then what?
It can generate summaries, answer your questions, create study guides, and even spark new ideas for research.
It's like having a study group that's available 24/7.
Exactly. And it can help you make connections between different papers and identify patterns in the research.
That's amazing. It would be so helpful for literature reviews or for just trying to get a grasp on a complex topic.
Absolutely. It's a great example of how AI can help us see the bigger picture in our research.
So we've come a long way in this episode. We've explored AI tools for searching, reading, writing, and analyzing data.
It's clear that AI is having a profound impact on the way academics work.
But the big question is, what does all this mean for the future of research?
That's what we'll be exploring in the final part of our deep dive.
We'll be back after a short break to discuss the broader implications of AI for academia.
Welcome back to Le Podcast de Philippe. We've been deep diving into the world of AI tools for academics, and I have to say, I'm pretty blown away by how much is out there.
It's incredible, isn't it? It feels like there's an AI tool for almost every aspect of research now.
And we've only just scratched the surface. But now I want to step back and think about the bigger picture. What does all of this mean for the future of academia?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? How will AI fundamentally change the way we approach research and knowledge creation? I think it has the potential to democratize knowledge in a way we've never seen before. Imagine a world where any researcher, regardless of their resources or location, can access the latest research, analyze complex data, and contribute to the global body of knowledge.
I completely agree. The barriers to entry in academia have always been high. But AI has the power to level the playing field.
And not just in terms of access, but also in terms of speed and efficiency. Imagine being able to conduct a literature review in a fraction of the time it used to take.
Exactly. That would free up researchers to focus on the more creative and strategic aspects of their work, like developing new hypotheses, designing experiments, and interpreting results.
It's not about replacing human researchers with machines. It's about giving researchers the tools they need to be more productive and impactful.
Exactly. It's about augmenting human intelligence with artificial intelligence.
Now, of course, there are concerns about the role of AI in academia. Some people worry that it will lead to a loss of creativity or critical thinking skills.
I understand those concerns. But I think it's important to remember that AI is a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or for ill.
It's up to us as researchers and educators to ensure that AI is used ethically and responsibly.
We need to be mindful of biases in data, the potential for misuse, and the importance of maintaining human oversight in the research process.
It's a conversation that we need to be having now as these technologies become more powerful and pervasive.
Absolutely. We need to be proactive in shaping the future of AI in academia so that it benefits all of humanity.
Well, I think it's safe to say that this is just the beginning of the AI revolution in academia. And I, for one, am excited to see what the future holds.
Me too. It's an incredible time to be a researcher with so many possibilities on the horizon.
So to wrap things up, I want to encourage everyone listening to explore these AI tools and think about how they can enhance your own research workflow.
Don't be afraid to experiment, ask questions, and share your experiences with others.
The future of academia is being shaped right now, and we all have a role to play in making it a positive one.
Absolutely. Let's embrace these new technologies while remaining mindful of their limitations and potential impact.
And on that note, that's a wrap for this deep dive into the world of AI and academics. I hope you found it insightful and inspiring.
I did. It's always a pleasure to talk about these topics.
And as always, if you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe to Le Podcast de Philippe on YouTube for more deep dives into fascinating topics. Until next time, keep learning, keep exploring, and keep pushing the boundaries of knowledge.